I just had peanuts.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they were fucking good, man. I think.
Were they?
Yeah, I think someone's like licked all the salt off them though. Like someone's just. It could have been me.
Nah, it was me.
Was it?
Nah.
You piece of shit.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, bro. Fuck you.
Fuck you more.
Fuck you more.
Fuck you.
No, dude.
What's up?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
So, have you seen any cool movies recently?
Yeah.
What?
There's this one with Andy Samberg, and he's in like a time loop. It's pretty funny. You seen it?
No. What is it? What's it called?
It's called Palms Beach or Spring
Beach?
Spring Palm Beach or something.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
And-
you should watch it.
Who's in it? It's Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg, yeah, and this chick, she's actually pretty hot. I mean,
Who?
don't know.
It's not that Alexandra Daddario or whatever it is.
No.
She's so fucking
I mean, yeah,
hot,
she's
bro.
so hot. Yeah,
She's so hot, dude.
Yeah.
She was in Baywatch.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, bro,
Bro.
yeah. Man, I know who you're talking about now. Yeah. I was
That's
like, yeah, she's so hot.
crazy. When she was running, I was like,
Oh man.
stop.
Yeah, and there's blue eyes.
Oh man. Amongst the ocean, bro.
Yeah.
That woman was born to run on the ocean. That was the perfect pick.
Yeah. What about
Was
you?
that Paramount Picture?
I don't know. It's Dwayne Johnson's movie, so I guess.
Was it Dwayne Johnson's movie or did he just star in it?
Well, he's one of his movies that he starred in. I just say Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, well, yeah, it was pretty. He was in it. It's his movie.
Yeah. Well, he's the biggest,
Exactly. Like
the biggest net worth.
nobody goes, oh, you know that Jack Black Jumanji movie?
Yeah.
It's either Dwayne Johnson or Kevin Hart.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. It's because they fucking work hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's people that work hard get noticed.
Yeah, well, exactly. 100%.
Any other good movies?
I've been watching a lot of stand-up. Like Jimmy Carr.
Oh, his new stuff?
Yeah.
How good is it, dude?
It's pretty fucking funny.
He's really funny, man. I like it.
Yeah.
Him and... Do you know who really fell off? And I saw a Instagram reel. I was just scrolling on Instagram the other day. No, I think it was yesterday. Was Brian Callen, Joe Rogan's friend,
No, okay.
and
Brian Callen.
yeah, he did this like weird movie on Instagram, and it was like a parody, but like his parodies before, like so he had like this an allegation from a girl who came forward, and she was like, oh, he touched me or something like that. But
A lot of people coming out like that.
yeah, but he didn't. Like, apparently it was consensual. They had a night together. I'm butchering this. I swear to God. But like, either way, it's like he got condemned away from media, and he hasn't stopped. He hasn't stopped at all. Like, he's been putting out like podcasts ever since. He stopped doing Fighter and the Kid, I think, but like he's non-stop put out. He's done like all these little small movies now that he's not doing big movies.
Yeah.
I kind of like his hustle because he didn't like take on the narrative like I'm accepting the fact that you guys are calling me something that I'm not. Because that's all the industry does these days with all that cancel culture shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid, man. That they choose whether or not you've done something right or not, and whether or not you get paid.
Oh yeah, 100%. There was an actress. Have you ever seen The King of Staten Island with Pete Davidson?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know the woman who played Spider-Man's
Shout
mum?
out to Bill Burr too, because that fucking
Bill Burr.
he's so funny in that movie, man.
Yeah, funny cunt.
He's such an angry fuck.
But yeah, the mum to Spider-Man. You know the
yeah.
yeah. Well,
That
she was
lady,
the King of Staten Island. Well, she apparently she didn't get paid for that.
Why?
I don't know. She just I saw a post on Twitter that she hadn't been paid for that movie yet, so she probably will. But yeah,
Sometimes, yeah, like the movie industry is a little bit fickle with that because they have to wait for like the box office to do well for it to come back. But that's been on Netflix for a while.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, "Oh, the fuck, it's a bit late, isn't it?"
unless she's had some discrepancies with her contract. That's the only other thing.
Yeah.
Or she's like just signed something, you know, and not had anybody look over it. Mind you, I don't. But before, when we were talking about crypto, that's no. I'm going to put like a disclaimer. We're not giving out any financial advice or anything like that.
Yeah, 100%.
It wasn't financial
advisors.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say that this was like legal advice at all.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't remember what I was talking about.
Also, I just want to say I'm CHEV, by the way. I didn't add that in before. But
What are you saying?
I'm CHEV. Oh, and that's my Telegram name. That's my name.
I thought you were saying you were like a chev up, like you were a little meat sausage.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. Anyway, fucking dude, my life has been crazy, and I haven't been able to.
Yeah, what's been going on with you? Yeah,
oh, dude, I've just been fucking flat out with like music.
Yeah,
these podcasts. Like you're number 10, and I've only been doing this for 3 weeks.
Yeah, and I really appreciate it that you're having me on.
Oh, dude, no, it's cool. I wanted to have you on. Like, you're cool.
Yeah,
I mean, like
I'm pretty fucking cool. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want.
I'm
I
cool.
don't want to have you on like because you're my brother. I want you. I want to have you on because like we're best mates too. You know, like.
Yeah.
So, fucking. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So back to you. Like, what's the news with Corey Holland? Like, I've checked a lot of his stuff out on Spotify. That was like he's pretty fucking good, eh?
Yeah, he's good, man.
Yeah,
he's very good. He's been like he had a break for, I want to say like 3 months.
Yeah.
Where he didn't do any music at all. I think he just played a little bit at home.
Yeah.
And then he came on the podcast.
Yeah.
I think he was number 4, 5.
And did that like inspire him to?
He is like right back into like getting into more of himself and getting creative again for sure. In the way of implementing, because he's not really focused on studio time right now. We're focused on promotional time right now.
Yeah.
And with that, an artist does get lost because they don't know how to step forward, right?
Yeah.
The only way you can step forward when you're working with promotional is realize that it's working with business.
Yeah.
And if you're working with business, you need to work with other people.
Yeah.
If you're not working with other people and you're trying to run a business, who's gonna buy your shit?
Exactly. Isn't he a bit like didn't Sony like approach him?
Well, he's done a song with Sony.
Yeah.
He's done a song with Sony. He's done a couple with Sony right now. He's done a few with TGR Records as well, which is great.
Seriously?
Yeah, he's done really well. Yeah, TGR Sweden. Yeah, they did really, really well. And yeah, the whole crew over there, they're really fucking nice people, like Martin and Patrick, who I've dealt with. And of course, Foxer. I literally got a comment on one of my things like yesterday from Foxer. And
Foxer?
Yeah, he's I think he's number 14 DJ in Belgium. And I got just a comment from him on one of my things, and it was just a nice comment, you know. And I was just like, he was just like, being yourself is the key to happiness or something. And I put up a photo of
if you're not yourself, then
exactly right. But I've been more myself recently. I think not judging myself on choosing the things that I actually want, rather than like not caring about what other people think about me and think that I should have. And just going for the things that I actually do want. And a podcast was in my head since I was 27 when I first started listening to Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I could do this because I like talking to people, and I don't think of myself as an introspective person. I think of myself as a curious person. I always kind of wanted to like do shit that was more fun than I was always doing, right?
Yeah, man.
That even when I was younger, right? Like I would make up stories like
Oh, man, fucking hell. What, you went to Ireland?
Yeah, I made up some bullshit stories.
And then mum had to go along with it?
Yeah, just so my life seemed more exciting as a child.
Yeah.
But all that was...
Yeah, I know. Like, I can't believe you said that, man.
Oh, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah.
all that was just me looking for a more exciting life.
Yeah.
And as a child, thinking that it was more important that other people saw me as exciting, right, than just being excited with what I'm doing.
Yeah, you cared about what a lot of people thought.
Yeah, right. And that dictated a lot of my emotions.
Check this out. Now that you don't, you're more successful. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you care what people think, but you're doing it the way you want to do it. You're you.
True.
You know? I think that's like something for everyone to take a page out, out of your book. I mean, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, and I love what you're doing, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, what I'm doing is basically just doing it. I'm just going to keep doing it, and I'm not going to stop. And I think I'm taking pages out of everybody's book that I listen to on podcasts.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm doing a podcast. Cool. Yeah, you might think I'm like, oh, he's just copying Joe Rogan or doing something like that.
No, not at all.
I'm doing it in my own way.
Yeah, exactly.
The way that I'm doing it is very, very Jacob Rhodes.
Yeah, 100% it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm doing my music. That's exactly what I wanted to do when I was 14. That's exactly what Gary Vaynerchuk says. He says, find out what you wanted to do when you were 14 and go after that. Because that's when
not many people do.
Yeah, exactly. And now I've found a business model that supports my dreams from when I was 14, and I've never felt fucking happier. So it just goes to show you can fucking do it too, but it just takes a little bit of fucking like going through the woods, going through the darkness, going through a bit of the struggle, realizing that what you're doing isn't what you really wanting to do deep down. Yeah. And then just choosing to not give a fuck about what anybody says and just do what your heart desires. Go after the things, go after the people. Like, trust me, you got one life and time's running out.
Oh yeah, we're not getting any younger, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, but you need to look at it like it's like I look at it like it's one of those giant sandglass fucking hourglass things.
Oh yeah.
I look at it like one of them.
Yeah.
Every day another piece of fucking sand drops through.
Yeah, exactly. It's like people with social media, like they watch these videos and like before you know it, like it's been an hour and they haven't really done anything productive. I mean, unless you're looking at something that's, going to benefit you or, I mean, if that's just what you like to do, then that's cool. But yeah.
Well, I've subjected myself to years of doing things that were building on other people's dreams, but I guess in a way we're building on. It was taking away my time to like. It's that whole hourly rate thing. It's saying, hey, I'm worth this much per hour. When you really reflect on that and you're doing something that you cannot stand, I tell you this now,
it fucking sucks.
It fucking eats away at you.
Man, it does, yeah.
You're like, am I really worth fucking $40 an hour? And that's good money,
Oh, yeah, that is good money. But at the same time, if you're not happy,
Dude, and if you can really accept the fact that you don't have any dreams, if you're that type of person that doesn't have any dreams, I'm the type of person to dream and go after the shit that I do want. If you're that person to just lay down like the dog that's overfed rather than the dog that's rationed and ready to go, that's your thing, but I can't see myself doing that, and I'm not going to pull myself into that position. So the way that I mediate that is to do something every fucking day and make it meaningful. To make every single piece of fucking salt or grain of sand that comes through that hourglass meaningful and I'm aware that it's dropping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and so why would I spend 8 to 10 hours a day on somebody else's dream to make sure they're bank accounts full enough to make sure their vision is accomplished for that company. You don't think of a job like that, but if you really like meditate on it, you're fulfilling somebody else's dream. You're filling a role in their company structure. Now, I am not condemning or saying that's a bad thing. That upholds many family structures in this society, and we need those structures, right? We need those businesses 100%. And we need those jobs. I mean,
being able to like, you know, have these jobs.
But we need the dreamers.
Oh,
we
yeah,
need
100%.
the people that go after the world change. It changes regardless, right?
Yeah.
But we can dictate those little minute pockets in industry that can really, really affect a small group or large group of people, right, in a positive way. And I think,
oh yeah, of course,
with what I've chosen, and I can only speak from my own endeavor, music, changes a lot of people.
Oh, it does, man. Changes the way you feel. Like, you know, it's fucking very powerful.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm taking away from it is I feel, I know this sounds...
Hey, do you ever... sorry, I don't want to...
No, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Sorry.
Do you ever like, you know, when you're like feeling down or whatever, do you ever like play sad music to make it more, you know, so you can feel something, you're feeling your emotions? Like, do you ever do that? Like, I mean, because you're a producer. Like,
I know what you're saying, 100%.
Yeah. It just goes to show you how much you can feel through, like, you know, like from music or, you know, whether you're, you know, being an actor or something, you know, it's like...
Yeah, speak on that a little bit, bro, because you always wanted to be an actor, but you kind of like shy, because I brought up that fact maybe back in 2018 that we should go and do...
well, I was in a movie.
Yeah, you were in a movie, but you were like a, you know, what was it?
A featured, an extra.
An extra, yeah, it wasn't a feature.
No, but it was a featured extra.
Yeah, featured.
Yeah.
Hey, true.
But it's a budget film with the chick, Eliza Taylor, that did The 100.
On Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, cool.
Yeah, and it's upcoming. It's called It Only Takes a Night. I've got like a Hawaiian t-shirt. I'm dancing in the background.
Nice. I'll keep an eye out for you. Put it on repeat. Jerk off to it, you know.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
So when you were younger, you wanted to be like an actor, and you were like really, really good at impressions and stuff. And we have like heaps of video that we'll put up of that. I've got to find Mum's old like camcorder footage.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I've got to. I will. Because I remember like we do have tape. Remember like the old tape, the white little cassettes that she used to put in the side one that used to crack open.
Oh yeah.
I'll find those and we'll render them to digital and we'll get them up. I've got to see it. But anyway, you used to do that. But like when I brought up going to it was an improvisational class.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, and you were like,
that was a while back.
Yeah, it was 2018.
Yeah.
It was, I think, August. It was just after your birthday. You really were like, I think you'd just gotten back from being over East. Yeah, it was just after that, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And Reese came over for your birthday, and then you wanted to do something wild, and I said, hey, should we go for this improv class? And you were like, no, I don't think I'm keen. And I was like, oh, that's different, because you were like really open to wanting to do acting. What was the change?
I think getting into... so my biggest passion is cryptocurrency.
Well, now, yeah.
Yeah, it has been for a while, and I just...
Oh, so you think you were like just keeping like your openness to other things?
Oh, yeah. So, you know, being an actor and everything like that would have been, you know, and still can happen. But at the same time, I'm more invested in my investments at the moment. And, I mean, I just fucking love it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But, yeah, I probably, you know, should have done a lot of things that I said I was going to do. And that's like a lot of people. There are a lot of people that are in the grave today, you know, could have been, you know, something big, but they were just too afraid to do it. Yeah.
And that's how I'm feeling about like everything that I'm doing at the moment, man. It's like...
You're doing fucking great, man.
Thanks, bro.
You really are.
Yeah, I'm just scared that I'm not going to get it all done. And
don't be. And you know what? Like, you're never not going to be.
I know it's never going to finish, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But like, I think because I fucked off for a couple of years because like I didn't know what I wanted to do after real estate. I was like, well, I don't really like. I started the kombucha company, and I was like, yeah, is my soul really in on this? And then I took time, and I was like, I really need to go back to my roots, and that's when I found music again. And but like I found music like what I wanted when I was 14, you know, like hip hop and shit. When we used to listen to like Fack from Eminem and all that. Fack. I'm gonna fucking care. That's so fucking good, man. It's so good. Like, and that's the stuff that I listened to when I was younger. So when I first met Hammer and he came and like spat bars, I was like, damn, dude, this is like crazy. And then I didn't see him again for like 4 months. And in that time I progressed, he progressed, and he came back, and it was so fire, bro.
And by the way,
so fire.
Hammer's a fucking amazing artist as well. Like,
dude,
after you showing me the video clips and everything,
I'm his manager, and I'm one of his biggest fucking fans in the world, bro. I am, bro. I listen to his shit all the time in the car, man. Literally, I fucking love it, man. I can't get enough. And like the shit that he did yesterday, he spat a whole song in one go. I couldn't fucking believe it. He's never done that before. He's only ever spat verses. And then I consciously kind of like kept him like out of the booth because I'm also his producer and his recording like engineer. So I do that, his management, his podcast. I do this podcast, and like I do everything. Like I do a lot of shit, man, you know?
Yeah, I know,
like,
you're a busy man.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, you know, I'm glad you could fit me in because like you managed to squeeze me in. And
yeah, exactly. Well, I've got more to do, but like...
Yeah, because what were you saying? How many podcasts do you do a week?
5.
5, fuck.
Yeah, so last week I did make an announcement actually that I was going to do one a day. And then I looked at how much it is because I'm not outsourcing any of the labor at the moment. I'm doing all the editing, everything myself.
Yeah, which is, you know, well done. You know.
Thank you. And like... That's crazy because like...
How long does it take you to edit one podcast?
So recording is normally an hour, and then editing can be anywhere between, depending on how like exchangeful like the conversation is. So like if I say something and then you say something and then I say something, if it's like that, there's a lot of cuts. So I have to listen to it a lot. Like I've got to examine the whole conversation, and I do make the cuts all myself. The intro music is my artist Molly, who's singing on that. Her Instagram is
that the chick with the guitar?
Yes.
Like, oh man.
Her Instagram is @lovemoles_ _love moles, I think, with a Z.
Amazing voice.
MOLLZ. Amazing voice and an amazing person. She's so different.
Yeah.
She's so different, and she's so herself.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And so she sang over a sample. And we use that for the intro music, and like it wasn't even the intro music to begin with. It's the start of one of Hammer's songs, and I was like, it fits so well. Like,
oh yeah, the one that you just showed me recently.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, man.
Yeah,
like
it does, eh?
So like, her lyrics are "Take me home."
Yeah.
I want to know. So those two lyrics in and of themselves, right? So take me home. I want you guys to feel like we're fucking at home, you know? You're chilling out with a friend. Like, because like, I don't have like any qualms with anyone. Like I don't really have beef with anyone. I'm a really like, I'm not laid back. I'm neutral. Like we're good. Yeah. We're like, I'm just good. Like, cause I think it's because I'm good in myself.
Yeah.
But what was I talking about?
You're talking about Molly.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I have that kind of neutrality, right? So like that neutral thing with people. I think that's what we're talking about, Molly. I think so. Anyway, and she's got this kind of like she radiates positivity. Like it's constant. Like it's insane.
That's good. That's a good person.
Yeah. So take me home. I want you guys to feel like you're at home. I want like everyone to feel like I can be your friend. Like, but You know, if you don't want to listen to me, fuck you. I don't give a shit. Listen to somebody else. Because there's a lot of fucking podcasts, man. And like, there are like, and they're like, I have obviously a different way of doing things. And like, not everyone's going to be like for everybody. And that's
it's pretty raw, your podcast.
And that's how I want it, man.
Yeah.
And like just before, so I'm going to state this on the podcast. Like we started, right? We started the podcast and you weren't ready.
Well, I didn't know it started.
Yeah, I know. And like that's sometimes like how I like to start podcasts, because sometimes I just want to start a conversation just to get you comfortable. And then like I did it with Malik because I felt like
Malik?
He was number 8. I felt like he was a little bit like tight, you know? So we started a conversation, I just hit play or like record, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So it just went through.
Is he one of your artists as well?
No. He owns Real Ones and Icarus Candles. So he made that candle.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that crazy Hercules candle.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he made that.
Amazing.
I actually broke one. I dropped one, and he was kind enough to actually like, I like replace it a whole like free of charge. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy, man. Like, and he gave me them, and it was like, whoa, like this is insane.
And they're not just any like normal candles, man. These are like fucking sculptures.
Yeah, they're sculptures. They're literally 3D printed sculptures as a mold, and then he turns that mold into a candle. Like, it's insane. He explains the process on the podcast. But anyway, back to it. So, like, take me home, and then I want to know, right? I want to know being... I'm curious. Like, I want to know shit, right? That's why I'm always, like, asking people questions. Like, I could talk about myself. I'm explaining the podcast right now. I'm not even talking about myself. But I'm saying in a way of, like, I'm the kind of, like, I came up with the Roadshow premise. So, like, I want to know stuff. And her lyrics match it so well. And then the next lyrics are, so take me home, I want to know if you're down, ready to go, right? Because sometimes we get a little bit of, woo, like, let's have a bit of fun, you know? Want to fly away with you.
Yeah.
Run away, fly away. Now float away, sorry. The last one's float away.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in Australia and all over the world actually that have like a very bad view of like weed and all that kind of stuff and like drinking and all that kind of stuff, right? But whatever your vice is, that's what your vice is. And as long as you're not hurting anyone, right?
Oh, 100%.
As long as you're not doing anything reckless, like going driving, like if you're staying home and you're not hurting anybody, if the most dangerous thing that you're like putting on anything is like the biscuits in the in the cupboard are a little bit like
smashing.
Yeah, they get a little bit destroyed, you know. But so like on that, if you don't like it, we've got 100 ideas for podcasts without that in it, you know. So like, just bear with me. So when I'm looking at like how the podcast came to be, I just wanted to just like showcase everybody who I love, everybody who I appreciate, and everybody who like really sparks an interest in me. And I think even as my brother, you do that.
Oh, thanks, man.
So I just want to fucking say, man, I appreciate you coming on today. And fucking, if there's anybody you want to shout out or how's Anya, by the way?
Yeah, she's good, man.
Yeah. Is she out of Ukraine now?
No, not yet.
She's not.
Nah, but we're working on trying to sort of help her. So yeah,
there's only so much you can do right now.
Oh man, I know. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in the world, eh?
It's a rough time.
It is like,
but the harsh reality of it is
history's repeated itself like, over and over and over again.
Yeah,
it's just.
I think. Yeah.
You know what? I wish.
God bless to Anya and her family.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. Anyway, I got a cruise. So.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me on, and
all good, brother. Thank you very much for coming on. I love you very much.
Love you too, bro.
And I'll talk to you soon. We got dinner soon, I think.
All right.
Bye bye.